ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद अध्याय 4 मंत्र 17 18 यदा तमः तन्न दिवा न रात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी। Once again, यदा तमस्तन्न दिवा न रात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी। Once again, यदा तमस्तन्न दिवा न रात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी। This mantra is describing the Vidya Dasha. There is Avidya Dasha and Vidya Dasha. With respect to an individual, we can talk about these two states. The state of ignorance, which is called Avidya Dasha. As long as a person has ignorance, he is in the state of ignorance. That is called Avidya Dasha. When he has attained the jnana, after he has attained the jnana, it is Vidya Dasha. It is the state of jnana, state of vidya. It is like a person who has got a cataract. Before he is operated, it is cataract dasha. Once the cataract is removed, no cataract dasha. In the same manner, there is avidya dasha. Avidya is also like a cataract, much more serious than cataract. Then there is vidya dasha. The cataract is removed with the help of jnana chakshu. When somebody has a cataract, his vision is different. What he sees is different. You can ask him. He may see things in a different way. And once the cataract is removed, his vision is different. His perspective is different. How he sees the world is different. In the same manner, as long as there is avidya, during avidya dasha, our perspective is different. What is our perspective during avidya dasha? I am the body. I am a samsari. I am subject to all limitations. I have a date of birth and I have a date of death also. There is kala paricheda. And we celebrate this kala paricheda. That is birthday. Birthday is a celebration of kala paricheda. I am born on this day. We have to jump and dance. That means we are celebrating kala paricheda. We are celebrating a limitation. So we have all the parichedas. Kala paricheda, desha paricheda, vastu paricheda. Everything is real during avidya dasha. And then the external world is real. The whole world is real during avidya dasha. And we think the world can give us happiness. My relative can give me happiness. My son can give me happiness. My daughter can give me happiness. My son-in-law can give me happiness. All these are there during avidya dasha. We build expectation. This will give me happiness. At some point the object breaks down. Breaks down means it stops giving happiness. Instead, it starts creating a problem. Then we start complaining. My son-in-law is like this. My daughter-in-law is like this. All complaints. The list of complaints keep going on and on, infinitely. As individuals, we are all complaining. We are complaining individuals. This is not okay, that is not okay, this is going wrong, that is going wrong. All these complaints are samsara. What is samsara? Samsara is a list of all our complaints. And unfortunately, the list is never ending. You can start listing, but it will not end. You will have to keep buying books after books. Of course, nowadays there is Excel sheet. You can list it in Excel sheet. Then there won't be any problem of paper. Paper shortage problem won't be there. So it will be a several MB, several GB file. So the complaints are samsara, the list of our complaints. And one who has these complaints is called a samsari. One who has the list of complaints is a samsari. This is true as far as there is avidya dasha. In avidya dasha, we are all samsaris. But then, because of the grace of Ishvara, he gets the jnana. The cataract is removed by jnana. That is why the Guru is described as the eye opener. Ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitanyena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Guru is the one who opens the eye. Ajnanatimirandhasya. Otherwise, there is the timira, cataract of ajnana. And with the shalaka, with the stick, that stick is called shalaka. Perhaps the doctor also does the operation with the stick. He pierces a stick and removes, perhaps. I don't know how they do. Nowadays there is laser. Yeah. In olden days there was a stick in earlier days. Yeah. With the stick they were removing, perhaps. So, jnananjana shalakaya, with the help of the jnana, chakshurunmilitam yena, the chakshu is opened, the jnana chakshu is opened. Then his perspective is different. His perspective with respect to the world is different. He no longer attributes reality to the world. This world is mithya. Therefore, I don't seek any happiness in this world. Whether it is in the relatives or in pets, I don't seek any happiness. Putraishanayascha vittaishanayascha Lokaishanayascha vyuthitoham. He says, I am free from all Eshanas. There are 3 Eshanas mentioned in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Number 1, Putraishana, desire for Putra or attachment to Putra, attachment to the son is called Putraishana, implying attachment to all relations. Attachment to all relations can be included in Putraishana. The second one is Vittaishana, attachment to wealth, attachment to Vitta, my money, my wealth. This is another attachment. That is why people don't want to give up their wealth. It is my wealth. Just the day before I heard a news. Nowadays, in America or somewhere, the people who die, before dying, they write a will. After my death, my body has to be frozen and kept intact, preserved. Nowadays, there is a scientific way of freezing the body and preserving it. My body has to be preserved, frozen and preserved. The person is optimistic that in future the scientists will develop some technique of making the dead body come to life once again. He is thinking that there is a possibility in future that the science will advance to such an extent that your body will be live once again. Yeah, this is modern mummy. And then, what about my wealth? All the bank balance, all the real estate and other things. They are writing a will for that. After my death, all my money should be transferred to a trust, a private trust. It should not be given to anyone. It will be in the name of the dead body, the frozen body. So that once the body is revived, the money will belong to him once again. This is a new trend that is happening in the Western countries nowadays. I think already around 500 people have frozen their bodies so far. So that is the extent of Vittaishana and Lokaishana also. I want to live in this world permanently. Lokaishana. Putraishana, Vittaishana, Lokaishana. There are threefold Eshanas. A jnani is free from these 3 Eshanas. He cannot have Putraishana because he knows that any relations are temporary. No relation is permanent, and no relative is also permanent. Therefore, he is free from Putraishana. He does not depend on the relatives for his emotional support. Free from vittaishana, free from dependence on wealth for the sense of security, and free from lokaishana. Neither he is interested in this loka, nor he is interested in higher loka. That is the perspective of a jnani. The Shruti describes the perspective of a jnani. Yada atamaha. Atamaha means when there is no ignorance. Tamaha is God. The ajnana is God, meaning vidyadashayam. During vidyadasha, when there is vidya, when the ajnana is removed by vidya, tanna diva naratrihi, tada na diva naratrihi. Then there is neither day nor night. Day and night stand for time. The jnani understands that the time is unreal. Kala is not real, because the Atma transcends the Kala Paricheda. Atma transcends the limitation of time. If you consider our lives, our life is nothing but a series of events in time. What is life? This happened, this happened, this happened. It is a series of events. And every event is a function in time. Every event happens at a particular point in time, starting from date of birth. This particular day I was born. Birth is an event. Jayate. Then after birth he survives. Even survival is a magic. Everyone cannot survive. Many people die as soon as they are born, because the survival becomes difficult. Even to survive, so many things should happen in the body. The heart has to beat. We are surviving moment to moment. So many things are happening in the body, that is why we are surviving. Every organ in the body is struggling incessantly. That is why we are able to survive. So, even survival is a process. Even survival is happening as events in time. So, after jayate asti. It survives with a lot of heart beating and so many things are happening. That is why it is surviving. Every moment it is fighting with so many odds. If you look into your own body, so many wars are happening. There are antibodies and antigens. They are fighting with many foreign attackers in the body, bacteria and other things, virus and so on. Our body is fighting constantly. There is a defense system. So, asti, then vardhate, it grows. Even growth happens in time. Growth is another function in time. Then viparinamate, it undergoes certain transformations, certain modifications. Apakshiyate, it starts disintegrating, deteriorating, teeth fall, hair falls. So many things happen, deterioration. And one day, nashyati, it dies. All these are functions in time. And within this there is a lot of story. Everybody has his own story to tell. Biography, autobiography. Every event is a function in time, a function that happens in time. The Vedanta says you transcend time. You transcend time means you transcend all events. You transcend all events of your life. That means you transcend your life. You transcend your life. You are not affected by your own life. Who has the life? Jiva. One who has a life is called Jiva. You transcend the life means you are not Jiva. Then what are you? You are the Brahman. My identification as a Jiva is a misconception. It is understood by a jnani. Therefore, tanna divana ratrihi, there is no day and night for a jnani, implying that a jnani has understood that he transcends every event in time. He transcends his own life. Na sanna chasanna, no sat, no asat. Sat means the effect, karyam. Asat means karana, cause and effect. The entire world is in the domain of causation. Causation means everything has cause-effect relation. The whole world is in the domain of cause-effect relation. If you do this, you will get that. If you do this, you will get that. Cause-effect, cause-effect. The whole world is full of cause-effect relation. Everything that happens now has a cause. And everything that you are doing now will have its effect. The world is bound in the chain of cause-effect relations. Whereas the Brahman transcends the cause-effect relation, because it is neither the cause nor it is effect. The Atma transcends cause-effect relation. Therefore, na sanna chasan, it is free from cause-effect relation. A jnani is aware of the reality which transcends cause-effect relation. Shiva eva kevalaha. Then what is there for a jnani? What is real for a jnani? Shivaha eva. Only Shiva. Only the Brahman. Kevalaha. Without a second. Only the Brahman is real for a jnani. Tad aksharam. Tat aksharam. The Brahman, the Shiva, is aksharam, imperishable. It is not subject to destruction. Savitur varenyam. The Brahman is greater than Hiranyagarbha also. Savituhu means Hiranyagarbhasya. Even for Hiranyagarbha, even compared to Hiranyagarbha, it is greater. The word Varenyam means Varaniyam. It is worth choosing as the goal. What can you choose as your goal if it is greater than you? One does not choose something lesser than his own status as his goal. An MP will not choose to become an MLA. An MLA may say, I want to become an MP. Or an MLA will say, I want to become a chief minister. He does not choose to go downwards. In the company also you might have seen, if you are in a particular position, manager, you may aspire to become a general manager. You will not say, I am a manager, I want to become the gatekeeper. Nobody says that. In the same manner, the Brahman is Varaniyam. Brahman is worth choosing even for Hiranyagarbha. Because Brahman is greater than even the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is considered the greatest position in the domain of samsara. What can I become at the maximum in the scheme of the Srishti? In the scheme of the Srishti, at the maximum, you can become a Hiranyagarbha. At the maximum. It is just like this country. In this country, what can you become at the maximum? The highest position in the democratic system is that of a president. You can become president of this country. Anybody can become. Even those people who are sitting, anyone can become president. As long as you are a citizen of India, you can be chosen for being president. Or even prime minister. Any of you can become prime minister. In a democratic setup. In the same manner, even the Shastra says any of you can become Hiranyagarbha in the next cycle of Srishti. In the next cycle of creation. Provided you have done certain type of sadhana, certain types of karma, certain types of upasana, everything has to be done. Then you can become a Hiranyagarbha in the next cycle of Srishti. So even this universe is like a democratic system. Because everyone has an opportunity. Just like the democracy allows anybody to contest election. Even in the scheme of Ishvara, anybody can do certain type of sadhanas and try to become Hiranyagarbha. So the Hiranyagarbha position is the highest position one can aspire to attain in the scheme of Srishti, within the scheme of Srishti. But then the Shastra says, there is something greater than Hiranyagarbha also. What is that? It is the Paramatma. It is the Brahman. Then he asks, what should I do to become Paramatma? The Shruti says, you don't have to do anything to become Paramatma. Why? Because you are already Paramatma. Therefore, what you aspire to become, you already are. The greatest is already within. You don't have to do anything to attain it. What you should do is to remove the ignorance. Therefore, during Vidyadasha, a jnani understands that what he has been seeking, he already is. What I have been seeking all my life is within me. A jnani has understood this. Therefore, a jnani does not aspire to become something else. As long as we want to become something else, we always seek one more opportunity. In this life, I wanted to become a lawyer, but I could not become a lawyer. So, if I had another opportunity, I would have become a lawyer. Suppose somebody thinks like this. What will happen? He will have to get another janma. Kamanyah kamayate manyamanaha sa kamabhirjayate tatra tatra paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. As long as we cherish desires, we are subject to rebirth. Any unfulfilled desire will make me take another janma. And when I take another janma, I am surrounded with the same desires, same kama. Since a jnani has understood, I am the complete, I am the infinite, no desire remains in a jnani. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. A jnani is free from all kama, all desires, because he has understood that his own swarupa is greater than even the Hiranyagarbha. The last pada describes the Paramatma, describes the Ishvara as the Adi Guru. Ishvara is the first Guru, and the eternal wisdom of Vedanta has flown down to us from the same Ishvara. Tasmat Purani Prajna Prasrita. Purani Prajna, the ancient wisdom. The ancient wisdom of Vedanta. The wisdom of self-knowledge. It is the ancient wisdom, because it has been there from the beginning of Srishti. Not only ancient, it is eternal also. Any other learning can change, any other wisdom can change. This cannot change. Atmajnana cannot change. After some years, you will find another type of Atma. It is not going to happen. Any other learning changes. Radio repair. When they were studying in the college, there was a radio repair person. They used to call him Radio. Alva. So he was doing that engineering in radio, polytechnic diploma in radio. And then he was repairing radio. making and repairing radio, because in those days radio repair was it was in demand. So who has radio nowadays? Nobody has radio. So that knowledge has become obsolete. Now there is no radio repair diploma or engineering course. It's not there anymore. So that learning, that discipline of knowledge has become obsolete. Typewriter repair, obsolete. Stenography, obsolete. The old languages, computer languages, they have become obsolete now. Fortran, Basic, QBasic. Nobody learns them perhaps. Now they have much more sophisticated codings like Java, C++, and so on. So any other knowledge can become obsolete, because any other knowledge deals with this world which is subject to changes. Whereas the Atma is not subject to change. Therefore, the Atma Jnana also does not change. That is why the Upanishad never becomes obsolete. We are studying the same Upanishad, same book, which was studied many thousand years ago. We don't know how many thousand years ago. The same Svetaswatara Upanishad was taught. And even in 21st century, we are studying the same Svetaswatara Upanishad. No other book in the world is so ancient. And in the meantime, it is absolutely relevant. Therefore, the Upanishadic wisdom is described as Purani Prajna, the ancient and eternal wisdom of Vedanta. This wisdom, who gave this wisdom to the humanity? The Upanishad says it came from Ishvara. Tasmat prasrita. It manifested from Ishvara. Ishvara is the Adi Guru, the first Guru. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.